there's a service on the internet, and it's called Breakdown Services. I think they were bought by, it's another name, but if you Google Breakdown Services, and there's a music report, and there are people that compile this music report, and it's pretty complete. There's some things missing, but it'll have a breakdown of films. It'll have what studio it is, and a lot of times it'll have the supervisor and their contact information. It's kind of hard to put out your contact information for everybody because getting solicited by a lot of unsigned artists is tough because you have the best intentions and I want to listen to everything, but unless it's music specifically for what I'm looking for at that time, it's not going to get listened to. There's no time. So it will just get put aside. But if you do go to Breakdown Services and you do find there's a film out there you think your music would be perfect for, what I would suggest is sending the music in, always contact information on your CD, maybe one follow-up phone call to make sure they got it, and that's it. Because at that point, trust me, everybody knows that there's music in their office they need to listen to, and because we listen to such a volume of music, we know pretty much right away if it's going to work or not. And guaranteed, if it's going to work and it's inexpensive, you're going to get a phone call. You're going to get a phone call saying, we love this, but I would, just be wary about the following up and the calls, and then it gets a little bit annoying. But I would say one follow-up phone call. A lot of times, there's conferences, film and TV music conferences. There's I speak on so many panels. I just spoke at the Nashville Screenwriters Conference. I've spoken at numerous events around the city. There's always a music supervisor panel. I would encourage people to go to these events. I mean, it's about networking and meeting people. And a lot of times supervisors, like I leave with a box full of music. I don't always get to listen to everything, but I get to meet people. I get to put a face with a name. I say to the people in the audience, this is what I'm looking for. If you have this music, send it to me. Then I welcome it. So that's another way. I always tell people that want to be composers that, or film composers that are maybe at a USC, a film scoring program, all those people grow up to make movies. So that's where the relationships start too. Like if you're a composer and you want to help, you want to score a movie, go to the USC and see there's something, I don't know exactly what it is, but there's some sort of publication. Get involved with one of the student directors, even if you're not in college, and start a relationship there, because those relationships are the things, they'll make a movie and then they'll make another movie and then, then a studio picks them up and then they just make bigger and bigger and bigger films. And then a lot of times you can just, you can call the studios and ask. I mean, cold calling is kind of hard because people are busy, but just do the research, as much research as you can.